Today I'm going to be talking about a deceptive use of technology to spy on you by government agencies. But first, my name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and what is a backdoor? There are plenty of non-technologically savvy politicians out there and plenty of police agencies pouncing on these sheep, automatically saying there are too many criminals, we need ways of spying on everybody without a warrant, making sure that everybody's being good little boys and girls. And because they don't understand the terminology and the implications of this, there is a problem. I'm going to be explaining to you what a backdoor is so that next time when you come to vote, you vote against the people who don't understand the terminology and don't go through the effort of figuring out what's going to happen when they actually have this imposed into law. So first, let's compare it to your home or apartment. We all know that criminals can't go through walls, or at least they won't go through walls because it's too complicated. They would much rather go through your front door, your back door, or your windows. This is true for governments, police agencies, as well as criminals trying to steal your stereo system. So now that we know that these are the weaknesses of your place, keep that in mind. That is the same philosophy for code and hardware. Secondly, this is usually an opening in a code that's meant to be secret. Backdoors, if they were public, wouldn't be backdoors and they would have to be patched. However, most of the time, people find them by accident through testing. Somebody told them what it is, or they bought the information, or it was stolen and published, as we've seen for the last several years being a common occurrence with other former spies and other people getting hold of this information. And that leads us to the third part of this episode, which is that it can exist in software and it can also exist in hardware. There are various kinds of backdoors that have been discovered in such things as computers, laptops, tablets, mobile phones, printers, networking hardware, and so forth. And this means that it can be very complicated to maintain your security and your privacy at the same time. Because while software may or may not be able to be upgraded in such a way or edited in a way that would actually get rid of the hole, once it's in hardware, unless we're talking about replacing the hardware, it's kind of hard to do. And replacing the hardware, you would have to make sure that the new hardware didn't have a hole in itself. And in various places in the world, like in the UK right now, they want prefabricated security holes punched into the security that they know about before the products launch, which means the chances for epic failure in the complete devastation of privacy and security of the people is basically going to be self-evident really fast in such places. And don't kid yourself, your government is probably trying to do it right now. And I just find it funny how when I was a kid, we thought that people that thought governments were spying on us were crazy. And it turns out maybe we should have listened, because even if they were crazy, they weren't actually wrong. So I hope you liked this episode, but if you didn't like it, dislike this episode, share with those that you think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, for everything else. And if you want to get these episodes 24 hours in advance of everyone else, go to patreon.com/tqaweekly and become a patron today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.